Hey everyone, it's Susie Lee with Bellalina Boutique. How are you? Happy Monday, guys. Make it Monday. We're going to be making something fun, something pretty, something Valentine, something, well, I'll just tell ya. We're going to do a Valentine's Day tree tonight. Yes, we are. I'll show you the base of this whole kit and caboodle. I bought this vase. It was silver. I bought this vase, and I bought this part here is actually, it was a bowl from Walmart. It was purple. It was a purple bowl. And I married them together, and I thought I made myself a little arrangement. And I did it on a live. Some of you might remember it back a few years ago. Anyway, I've used it, and now I'm going to do something different with it. So took all the florals out. And it was crackle finished. It was all crackle finished in a cream color. So I wanted it to be white because we're going to do a Valentine's Day tree. Yes, we are. So what I did was I just painted the whole thing white. I'm going to do some accents. Can you see all the pretty... when you have something that's this ornate, can you see all the ornateness of this piece? It's got lots of little... It's got the, you know, the egg and dart right along this area here. It was like one of those pedestal type vases that you put, you know, pots of flowers and stuff in. Anyway, I added this to it because I loved how ornate this bowl was. I used to put soap in it in my bathroom years ago. Anyway, I married them together. They've been living in my bathroom for a few years. And now it's time to redo a few things. And so I painted it white. And I've got these Dollar Tree, just move this here. This two of them. They're two trees in one. I got two of the Dollar Tree white trees, okay? And they come with this little doodad at the bottom, and you put these little feet on it, and you can set it down. But we're going to take that off, like that. Bye-bye. Because we're going to put them together. We're going to twist them and shout. I've been listening to too many Beatles. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of, you know what I could do? This would be easier, I think, she said. This might be easier just to zip tie a couple of them together. Yeah, let's do that. Then we don't have to waste any of the pretty branches. I don't have to waste them then. Let's do it the right way, Susie, shall we? Yeah, we'll just zip tie them together, and then the branches will remain long. Come on, baby, work with me here. I know you got some zip in your doodah-day. I know there's some zip in this doodah-day somewhere. All right, so we got a little white zip tie there, and we'll just nip that bad boy off. Got me another one. I want to make sure. And if you notice, I didn't point them all up and turn them all up. I kind of like them pointed downward. They kind of remind me of that Charlie Brown tree. You know what I'm saying? It's the Valentine's Day Charlie Brown tree. I like them when you push them down. I think it looks more, I don't know. I just like that look better. They look like the branches are heavy. Okay. So I'm going to take this one, make sure I get it right this time. And we're going to just kind of put them together with the zip tie. And zip tie is easier. I agree, Leveda. Hey, Lori, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for asking. I'm doing well. I'm hanging in here. I'm still decluttering. I'll be decluttering till next year, maybe even longer. Just saying. takes a long time to declutter when you got 30 years or, well, if you want to be technical, like 48 years of stuff. Got stuff, guys. And being a crafter, you guys know, I mean, imagine what you have and multiply it by about 20. That's what I have going on here. Seriously, ain't right. Just ain't right. Anyway, this actually was found in my decluttering. I had 2 of these. I didn't know I had. So I said, we need to make a Valentine's Day tree with that. It's so cute. So put them together and make them look so much prettier, right? Okay. So we got them twisted at the top, and we got some branches here. We're going to just fluff out a little bit. And I love it. I think it's cute already, just like it is. But wait. Act now, and you get 2 trees. I'm cracking myself up. All right, here we go. We're just going to put this in the foam in the center, and shove it on in there. Just like that. Did you see how easy that was? That was so easy. That was stupid easy, right? Okay, we're just going to make these branches go down over the side. And what I might do, I'm probably going to put some, well, maybe not. I don't know. I can't really see. Oh, yeah, I do over here a little bit. I can see the greenery. I want to see the, if you push this in like that, if you push it in toward the foam, like just take it and push it inward and then just let it kind of hang over the edge, you don't see the green foam in there, which is a cool thing. So you don't have to really fill it with anything unless you want to. And you have to remember too that people, when they see it wherever it's going to be sitting on a mantle or on they're not going to see all that. They're just going to see this beautiful height and all of that pretty. Look at that already. Isn't that gorgeous? Just, I mean, if you didn't do another thing and you just kept this in your home for the winter, wouldn't that be pretty? Just like that. I love it. I think it's so pretty. This is not a flocked tree, but it's, it's the Dollar Tree version. So, hey, what do you want for $1.25? These were probably $1 when I got them. Maybe even less. I might have even gotten them after Christmas, but all right. So this is kind of a little bit wobbly, but not bad because, you figure you're not going to be taking it on a sleigh ride, right? So, so you're going to be good. You're going to be good to go. Whee! Oh, I like putting it on this because it makes my life so much easier. All right. So we've got this going on, right? So what I wanted to do with this base just a little bit is I wanted to kind of bougie it up a little bit, because that's what we do over here. That's what we do. I want to take like, hold on, let me grab me a brush. I got to grab a good brush here. I got to get, I see it. I just can't reach it. It's kind of a, what you call, like one of those, I can't remember the name of it. The bristles are a little more coarse, but I'm going to do a little dry brushing on it. Anyway, this is just gold, treasure gold, folk art, treasure gold, and I love it because it is, doesn't smell like the other one does, and it's really pretty gold, really, really pretty. And you can dry brush it on, and it'll make all of your little pretties just like pop, right? Maybe I should have done this before oh yeah, that's pretty. Before I put the tree in, but we're good. And what you do is you just make sure your brush is really dry. Chip brush, it just came to me. You make sure that your chip brush is just really dry. So when you go over all of those little spots, see what it did? It just, you don't need much paint, hardly at all. Just want to make sure. And I'm just going to go over all of the little detail and make it pop. And just make it a little bougie. That's all. That's all we're doing here. This isn't rocket science. You too can do this. Now, I got this bowl a long time ago at Walmart. It was glass, but it was purple. And my countertop has some lavender veining going through it. I don't know what I was thinking. It was almost 30 years ago when I built this house. When we built this house, what was the vibe? What do they call that? Euro or something? I don't even remember. But that was kind of the vibe that was going on, and gem colors, all the purples and the deep gem stone colors were really popular. Yeah. Anyway, so this kind of lended itself to that look. Okay, so we got all of that all the way around. Look at how that elevated the look of this. It just gave it a real high-end, pretty look. This was a cheap bowl. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in where this egg and dart is on this side here, and I am going to dry brush, and you'll see as I'm turning it around, you'll see how it just took to the gold. I'm inspiring you to switch your Christmas tree to Valentine's. I did do one year, and they are lots of fun. I'm not going to lie, because everything red on there, you just keep all that red on there, and then you just add to. And boy, add some pinks and add some. It's fun, not going to lie. Don't know if I'm going to do that this year with mine, because I got to tell you, kind of over the decorating thing. I'm tired. Susie's tired. Susie needs a break here. Okay, see what's going on here? See how that's elevated now? You see the little bit of, I'm just dipping my brush into the paint, and then I'm just going in and drying it off, and just very lightly, like a little feather, just kind of touching the edge. And I'm not worried about the center part there, because that's going to get some poils. Some pearls, girls. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's so pretty. That just took that up. I'm so glad I went with the gold. I almost didn't. And I'm so glad I did. Because this was kind of lending itself to silver, but you know what? I like it. I think that's really pretty. It does. It brings out all that texture, Belinda. I agree. And then there's one more piece down here. This little part down here, it's like a little belly. It's like a little belly. And I'm going to go down here, do the same thing. I'm just going to go over it very lightly, almost not even touching it at all. But what it does is it brings out all that texture and all those special details, right? I mean, look at that, in no time at all. What have I been on here, 20 minutes? And we've got the tree together. Now I got to put some lights on it too. We got to do that after I put the pearls on. We are going to put some lights on it, make it cute, because why not? Oh, yeah. And the more I go over this, it's almost like it's polishing it. It's almost like it's making the gold stand out more. I'm going to make sure I get down to the bottom here, because this goes all the way down. This little belly. I'm going to make it go all the way down. Underneath here. See? When I was painting it, I could turn it upside down on its head, but can't do that with the Christmas tree in it. That's all right. We'll improvise, overcome, adapt. Okay. All right. There. Bring it up close so you guys can see. See underneath there? There's more detail under there. So we've got all that pretty gold now, just doing its thing, making it prettier, making it bougier, right? Okay, now I had bought, in the his and her section of Hobby Lobby, I bought some pearl on a roll, and it comes in a nice wide width. And I cut it down to 5, what do you call, 5 things wide. Is this the one I want? I know there's 2 of them. This one's the longest one. Here it is. Ta-da-da. Okay, right here. Look at this. Look when you add pearls, girls. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Oh my goodness. We are going to put that on. And then I think I'm going to do another row right here, right? Oh, you can't see. Right here, we're going to do another row of pearls. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a couple, like maybe 3 of those rows. I'm going to hit them with some hot glue. I don't know. Okay, so you just hold it for a second, and then I'm going to go in every, like, little stations every couple of inches, and I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue and just attach it very loosely. That way, if I ever wanted to take it off and use it for something else or paint it up and do something different, could. Or if I sell it and the person who buys it, by the way, I meant to make mention of this. You know, I'm not really doing auctions that often anymore. I'll probably do some buy it nows with my jewelry and stuff like that. But if there's an item that I've made and you see it and you go, wow, I would really like to have that, just message me and we'll work out something. I'm probably not going to be doing auctions that often anymore. I don't see them as much. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. And I'm not seeing it to be worthwhile as much as it used to be. I think the market is quite saturated right now. So if there's something in particular, I got people that message me all the time and buy things after the fact. And so if that's you, don't be afraid. Don't be shy, I won't bite. Unless I've made it for somebody specific or in particular. And even then I can make another one. Usually. Of course, most of my stuff is like one-of-a-kind things. But just wanted to make mention of that, just so you know. All right, so I cut it off back here, even with the other edge. And we're just gonna try not to burn my finger. Oh, there we go. Oh, I love it already. I love, love, love pearls. Pearls are just so feminine and pretty. Right? You see how pretty that is? I want to do the exact same thing as I just did and put the double strand on right here. How pretty is that? And I'm looking for the seam. I want to start the seam in the same spot as the last one. Ow, in the back. Well, that's hot. That's why they call it hot glue, Susie. They call it hot glue for a reason. So vintage, yes, who said that? Lucia, yes, pearls are so vintage. I love them. See how easy this is to cut? You guys, it's just like bling wrap, only it's pearl wrap, right? And you get this in the his and hers section on a big honkin' roll, and it lasts you for a long time. And if you're smart, you can grab it on sale, half off. Isn't this pretty? Goodness sakes. Just giving you some ideas here for your Valentine decor. I think I got it. It's close enough for government work anyway. Anyway, there's you go. I think that is so pretty, right? I love it. I'll show you what I did. I got some ribbon that in my cleaning and decluttering it, you can't believe the stuff I found, guys. I bought these from Hobby Lobby, gosh. Oh, I don't even know how many years ago I bought this stuff. It's that sheer, and I got it after the holiday, but It's just a trim for gift wrapping, you know. But I did my finger bow, and I did made 8 of them, because I need 7 for the tree, and then I'm gonna stack some on the top. I made like a bigger bow that we're gonna stack together. But this is how you make a finger bow. If you want, it's easier to cut this ribbon. I've made a jillion of them since I learned how to make them. So what you want to do is, I just cut roughly 3 feet. There's 1, because it's less cumbersome. There's 2. When you don't have the spool tagging along behind. And there's 3 right there. So this is close enough. So 3 feet is a good amount to do one of these for my hand anyway. Now for your hand, it might be a different size, so whatever. You're going to take, if you're right-handed, you're going to use your left hand, and you're going to take, and you're going to wrap around your index finger twice. Once, easier said than done. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. All right, and then you're gonna put your thumb out here, like you put your thumb out, and you're gonna wrap it around your thumb and your forefinger twice. So once, twice, like that. Then when you come around the second time, before you go 3, instead of going 3, you go under, and you take your tail and you shove it down, 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 down. See what I did? I shoved it right through like that, and you pull it like that. Then you take this tail and you feed it through this little loop. See the little loop it formed? You're going to take your tail, you're going to feed it through the loop like that, and then you're just going to tug, 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 tug. Make sure it's in the middle. And tighten it up. When you get it in the middle, tighten it up really good. Then you're going to take that little tail that you wrapped around your index finger, and you're going to pull it out, and look what you got. Is that the easiest thing in the world to do? Honestly, I made so many of these during Christmas for my packages, and they turn out cute just about every time, unless you did something wrong. Unless you did something wrong. I don't know. I'm not going to dovetail it. Dovetailing is not my thing. I can do it, but I don't care for it as much as I do these little, real pretty, pointy little things. That's my vibe. And you just go straight up. And a little tail. Just like that. Isn't that cute? That one needs to be a little shorter. Even it up. All right. How about that for easy peasy lemon squeezy? I made so many of these at Christmas. Honestly, I could do them in my sleep. In fact, I think I might have done a few while I was sleeping. Oh my goodness. So we're going to set this aside just for uno momento, because I want to show you all the ones I made. I made a whole bunch of these little ditties. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're going to take it from the top. This I bought also, I think at Hobby Lobby after the holiday. All this, you want to know what this is? No, Susie, keep us guessing. Okay, this is what it is. This is one of those messy bows. This is just a messy bow. Crisscross applesauce, back and forth, back and forth. And what did they do? They tied it with a bread tie back here. That's what it looks like. It looks like one of those little bread ties. But I'm going to untwist. And then they twisted it a million times. I got to untwist it just a little bit so I can put it on the tree. I'm going to use it to put on the tree. They left it like this. I wonder if I could just put, like, slip it over. Yeah, I could do that and then just bend it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is going to be, I was going to use this as the base, but I do have some of this. Is this the wrong color? No, it's got a little lace in it. this little lacy piece here. I was kind of thinking about doing, let's just, it's a little lucky. This is a little wired ribbon here. Yeah, I might just do a little awareness ribbon bows. All you do is you make an awareness ribbon like that, just like that, okay? And you lay it down flat. So you got your awareness ribbon, right? You're gonna find your center and you're just gonna bring it in like this. Bring it down. Then you're gonna take yourself a little piece of twine, which I just so happen to have some right here. Imagine that. And you're gonna kind of scrunch it, like scrunch it in the middle, like that. You kind of fold it like an accordion a little bit. And then you put your twine around the ribbon and tie it from the back. Like that. Tight, tight, tight. And then snip it off because we're going to glue each layer. Well, actually, I don't think I am going to glue it. I think what I'm going to do, might not have made that big enough. Might have to put it in front. We'll see. Will that look all right? Nope, we're going to put it in the front. Oh, I like that better, I think. I think I'm going to zip tie them together. Like that. I think that'll be cute. Okay, so all this is, let me just show you what this is. This is a piece of tulle that it comes on a roll, and I quadrupled it. Okay, so it's about, I'd say it's about 18 inches. So you're going to make one bunny ear here, like this, and another bunny ear over here, like this. So your tails are kind of the same length. Then you're going to tie like a shoelace. You're going to tie it. You're going to let it go on this side, and then you're just going to pull it tight and then play with it. You're going to make it small and then pull it tight, and then make it small and then pull it tight until you get the size you want, see? And then you go in and you fluff it. And I love tooling because when you fluff it, it looks like angel wings. It's so pretty. It just is so full and these are really sweet on packages. I used to do my daughter's. She was in ballet for many years, and I used to do her packages with the tutu tooling, with the bows, make the big bows with the tutu tooling, and it always turned out so pretty. Anyway, and then you're just going to take your tails and you're going to snip them wherever you want them snipped. Oh man, I need a garbage empty here. I've been working like crazy. Okay, and look at how cute that turns out. These little bows, they're just so simple. So simple, right? So these are nice bows you can do to layer. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, so I've got one of these, the finger bow, okay? And I've got this. So I'm going to kind of, I'm going to layer these. I'm going to find the middle of this one, which is going to be a challenge in and of itself. Okay, so I like these two together like that. I think that looks really pretty because it brings a little bit of that white in. Okay, and then the next layer is going to be the white, like on top of that. Okay, and then we're going to take the finger bow. Wait a minute, maybe not. Maybe the white will be on top. Just trying to see which one's bigger. Nope, it's got to be the other way around. Like that. Keeping the middle going, where I can put that that zip tie in the middle. Where'd it go? There. Okay. And I'm going to feed it. Yeah, right through the middle here. all the way, all the way. Kind of secure them all a little bit. Then I'm gonna make sure that it's in the back. Then I'm gonna really secure it a little bit more. And then make sure that it's everywhere where you want it, right in the center. And then you gave it a good yank, right where you want it. Give it a good yank. Look at how pretty that bow is. Look at that. Now that's a bow. All right, and then you can fluff till your heart's content, but honestly, it's pretty fluffy already. I'm thinking we're fluffed to the max. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to take this now. You're not going to be able to see it until I get it on and I push it back, or I pull it back rather. Use this for the front, like that, I think. Yeah. Okay, go up to the tippity top, and I'm going to go right over like that, and I'm going to just twist. I'm going to twist it in the back, because it's like a little twist tie that you get on a bread. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a little, did I do this right? I'm getting blinded by that light. I can't even see. Yep, I did it right. All right. Hold on, please. Hold the phone. I'm going to fluff out this white one a little bit better. Got lost in the shuffle. The little 221. Wait a minute. That's how we want it, like that. There we go. Okay, then I have these little hearts, lace hearts that you get. I got mine at the Dollar Tree, but I'm just going to take one of them and put it in the center because this is a Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to cut off the edges. It's like a little lace. And I'm going to cut off the edges, and I'm going to put that right in the center. There we go. Okay. Okay, then I got a little heart in the middle. How darling is that? Love it. All right, so let me show you what we got to go on this bad boy. Turn it around. Isn't it cute? I mean, just like this, we could call it a day, right? We could say, it's done. There's our Valentine's Day tree. But no, we're not going to do that, are we? No, sir. We're going to move this out of the way for a minute because it's making it a little higher than I wanted it to be. So y'all can see now a little bit better, right? See it a little bit better. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take these bows and I'm going to attach them to the tree with hot glue. I'm going to make it permanent because I don't plan on using this tree for anything much else. So I'm just going to take and put it on the back a little bit, and I'm going to find all of the little spots in here that I can just set them in and make these little red bows pop against that white. I think that'll be pretty. I made a bunch of them, probably more than I needed, I'm thinking. You know what I didn't do? Duh. I didn't put my lights on. I'm going to have to go around these bows now. Maybe I'll stop right here so I don't make it that much more difficult. I was going to do this before I put the bows on. I have these little twinkle lights. Woo! Psychedelic Shack. That's where it's at. That's a little bit too much. Even that's too much for me. I like subdued. I like just plain old white, bright lights. There we go. side. We're going to take it from the top and start it up here. Wrap it around like this. I think I'll wrap it in through the bow. It's like, why not? Right? And I usually like to go in and out of all the branches. But I gotta tell you, well, let me turn it back on so I can see where they're going. There we go. Oh, it'll be pretty. I think it'll be pretty. You know what you can do to make this more stable too is you can add a little glue, hot glue, down in your foam, and it will stay a little bit more stable for you. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to turn the mountain here. I'm just going to turn it.
And we can speed this part up because the only thing worse than watching paint dry is watching somebody string tree lights.
Okay. Ta-da! All lit up. Okay, we're going to continue putting our little red bows on. And then I got a whole bunch of these little white ones that we're going to put in the center, I think. Or I do have roses. I have these miniature little roses that I get in the his and her section at Hobby Lobby. They're like little foam roses. And I thought how pretty that would be. Oh yeah, I just decided those are going in the center. Yep, I have decided to use the roses. And once I put the hot glue on, no turning back. All right. I have two more of these. How pretty that came together, eh? I love it. I do. Yeah, I made 8 of these, plus the one, the top, that's 9. Right here. Right here. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Let's see, I have, I think, enough to do all of the, and if I don't, I'll go buy some more, because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's see. Let's see how many I need. I love that. I love that already, right? So we're going to make it even more, what's the word? Romantical. We're going to add some of these to the center of the bows. It's so pretty. It's pretty, guys. See how pretty those roses are in there? So sweet. And if you had some pink ones, that would even be better, because you could add pink and red together. And that would be really cute. Actually, I have some pink hearts. I'm debating on how to attach them. I got pink, white, and red. Okay, just keep putting your little white roses in the centers of your bows. Have you guys tried those finger bows? They are so easy. Once you get the hang of it, it took me a couple tries, but honestly, it's not like you're wasting materials trying, because, you know, you'll get it eventually, even if you just tie a shoelace bow. If you don't get it, just take it and tie a shoelace bow. But, you know, once you get it, that's the thing. Once you get it, it's so easy. I even saw a video, a Reels video of a girl sitting in front of her fireplace with her feet just spread out, like side by side like this. And she took the ribbon and she went around her feet and made a great big bow like this. I said, that's genius. These people, I'm telling you, who comes up with this stuff? Anyway, I mean, I thought, the first time I saw it, I go, that just looks too easy. And it was, it really was. It was that easy, and they turned out so cute. Little finger bows. All right. Okay. Kind of smush it in the middle. No, these are from the his and her section. They're foam of Hobby Lobby, Aggie. They're soft. They're real soft. And these are the ones that I avocado stained back in the fall. I did that whole thing on avocado staining. I think I got them all. Actually, almost feel like putting one up here to cover that heart, because that heart doesn't even look like a heart. I might do that. Hold on, let me see if that looks better. Hold, please. Yeah, I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to cover that little heart up, because what happened was the heart just bent in half. It doesn't look like a heart, so might as well put a rose in it, right? Yeah, I think that's prettier. The little rose stands out better, I think, in my opinion. How cute is that? Seriously, how sweet. All right, so we have a couple of other things we could do. Now, if this bothers you, seeing a little bit of that foam on the bottom, take a strip of fur like this. Take a little strip of fur and cut it, and then lay it down around the base of it, and make it bougie with the fur like that. You could. That's an idea. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's one idea. Or you can just take some lace. It's like a running stitch. You gather it, and then you can put it up underneath and let that be, a little lace base. But that's going to cover up all that you did. You can make it shorter, I suppose. Or you could just get a lace ruffle, from Hobby Lobby. They sell it on by the yard. Anyway, I've got these these little hearts that I got from, I think, the Dollar Tree. I love the shape of them. They're so cute, aren't they? They're just really sweet. And I was thinking about hanging them off of this vase, but I kind of like the pearls, and I don't want this to minimize the pretty vase, but I think a little pink in there is pretty, don't you? Along with that red and white. I'm just going to hot glue them to the tips. That's what I'm doing. And it looks really cute. And actually, I painted these with the Posca paint pens. I have a really pretty, it's kind of a coral pink. It's a coral pink. It's not like a pink. And that's why it's kind of a soft pink. See what I say? See that pretty color there? That pretty pink? I like that pink with that red. I think it lends itself, because coral has a little bit of orange in it. And I think that is more in the red family than like a bright pink. All I did was I took this Posca paint pen and I went around and just colored it in. I recommend them so highly. I recommend Posca paint pens. Are my go-to for writing, for your fancy writing. I love Posca paint pens. They're great. And I bought a pack of these on Amazon with all the different colors probably 2 years ago, and they're still going strong. I feel like this needs some bling. I don't know. What do y'all think? I have this bling, this gold bling that you get at Hobby Lobby on a roll. I could add some bling. I was thinking about actually doing a little bit of gold on these to tie in with pop. Yeah. Then I could put some of that bling on a string I'm thinking on the pot as well to give it a little bit of bling, because we ain't got no bling here. Don't make a thing if it ain't got any bling, right? I might just take a little bit of a small, like what do they call, like a stencil brush, and just put some gold streaks through it, or maybe around the edges. I got the stencil brush from Essential Stencil. You know what else I think would be really cute? You know how you ever see a Christmas tree that's wrapped with those big chunky blankets? I think that would be really cute on this. You know, the real chunky thick blanket, like this stuff that I made to go on my pumpkin shirt, my pumpkin sweater that I made. I made the little rosettes. I crocheted them, but that would be so cute to have like a big chunky with some rosettes on it, like a little tiny miniature blanket, and wrap it around. Wouldn't it? I think it'd be so cute, and you know, just warm and snuggly. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of gold on these while we're chit-chatting here, guys. Just a little bit of gold, some gold streaks. Not a lot. Okay, I just putting a little streak or two. I'm not going cray-cray or none of that. Okay. A little bit of gold. It'll shimmer more in the daylight. Add a little bit of bling to the base. Can y'all see? Just a little something on that. See a little swoosh there? That little gold swoosh? That's all I did. A little gold swoosh. That's all it's getting. Should I put some of this gold bling on there? Let's see how pretty that would be. Whew, this thing's heavy. That's heavy. There we go. Yeah, it lifts it up just enough to where you can kind of see it a little bit better. I'm just going to go around. The Lazy Susan helps because as you're putting the, if you have a Lazy Susan to work with, as you're putting your glue on, you can spin it. Make sure I get enough glue. Okay. My thing is always getting it to turn the right way when you're starting. Get it to turn where the bling is front ways. There we go. Very elegant, very pretty. A little bit of gold. It was necessary. Now, if you have some totally dazzled bling, that would be pretty in your tree as well, right? I may add some tomorrow in the light of day when I look at this and I say, oh, it needs just, you know I'm going to say it. You know I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it needs just a little more bling. Okay, so tomorrow in the light of day, like I said, I might go over this and add maybe some totally dazzle bling to it, possibly. But I think it's awfully pretty, just the way it is. But you could keep going, you know, it's like a Christmas tree. Like I said in the beginning, I said, well, you know, you could just put on the pearls and the topper and leave it just like that, right? You could just leave it just like that. It's pretty just the way it is. There, how pretty is that? Oh, yeah, liking it. Hold it like this. Ta-da! Can you see it all? And you can see how pretty the rhinestones are. The little trim around the edge by the pearls and all that. I think it's really pretty. Very bougie. Very pretty and bougie, right? Y'all have a great rest of your night. Have a blessed night, and I will see you again on Wednesday. Love y'all. Thanks for being here. Bye.